गुड इवनिंग स्टूडेंट्स। वेलकम वेलकम ऑल ऑफ यू। स्वागत है आप लोगों का अनअकैडमी लाइव गेट पे। सुरेश VSR speaking to you about interview guidance. I finished two classes about interview guidance students so far, and these two classes were for oriented for ISRO exam, especially with ISRO recently coming out with a post for EC students, और 330 students have been called for the interview. तो उनको हमने सोचा कि थोड़ी गाइडेंस सा थोड़ी कॉन्सेप्ट सा पढ़ाए. I wanted to help the EC students who have cleared out their written exam and gearing up for the interview. With the huge vacancies, 110 vacancies and 330 students, I felt it's apt for us to learn interview guidance and understand interview properly. So in that process, आज हम लोग radars के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. Because ISRO focuses majorly on these aspects: radars, satellites, EMTL, microwave. So ये हम sequence में ऐसे जाएंगे. Today it's radars, next EMTL, next microwave, and so on. So welcome all of you. Welcome to Unacademy Live Gate. And soon we are going to change the channel's name as Unacademy Flux, and it will be serving exclusively for electrical, electronics, and computer science students, instrumentation, all the circuit branches, along with the computer science. So Unacademy Flux is the new name for the Unacademy Live Gate, as you can see there. And so is mechanical and civil branches. They're also likely to have a change in the name. Right, myself, of course, Suresh VSR, dedicatedly teaching for the last 20 years. And the last few months, I'm on Unacademy Plus. Last 5 months or 6 months, I've finished in Unacademy Plus. Thanks a lot, Unacademy, for giving this platform for us to perform, to really help students, to expose our talent or to be equally useful to students. So that's myself having guided 1.5 lakh students, more still enthusiastic to guide a few more students. So Suresh VSR, motivation speaker. Any doubts, anytime, please feel free to WhatsApp me. These are my contact details. My WhatsApp number you can see there. My Telegram channel you can join. My Facebook you can follow me. My mail ID, my Twitter, anything, anytime, any help needed, feel free to ask me. So that's about myself, my WhatsApp, my details, my contact. Any help, anytime, please feel free to ask me. Because the first important notice, within 2 days, EMTL is going to start. My full-fledged course in the Ignite batch. So download the Unacademy Learning app, get ready with all your content, and subscribe with my code VSRS22. And this code will also give you a nice discount. 10% discount it will give you. So feel free to WhatsApp me anytime. Feel free to send me a message or download the Unacademy Learning app. Then select the category. Follow me as Suresh VSR and subscribe with this code. So that's about EMTL course starting in a few days. I think it's starting exactly on 30th, evening 7:30, Unacademy Plus, Ignite batch. 7:30, right? Chalo, let's come to today's class, radars. So what do you think are radars? Radio detection and ranging. That's what radar stands for. Radio detection and ranging. So what do you mean by radio detection and ranging? That means using radio frequencies, we try to identify objects, especially metallic reflecting objects. So using radio frequencies in the olden days, nowadays it is microwave frequencies. So using microwave frequencies, all the objects in the sky can be identified through echo and reflections. Through echo being sent and the reflections through the signal being sent and the echo being received. So radars work on the principle of reflections from metallic objects. They work on the principle of microwave reflections from metallic objects. So where are they applied majorly? Where do you find radars majorly? Majorly you find in air surveillance, in air traffic movement identification of flights, because they have a very good metallic body, reflecting surfaces. So from that reflecting surfaces, when waves are coming back, the intensity of the wave, the frequency shift in the wave helps you to identify distance, मतलब वेव कितनी कमजोर होके आई, हाउ वीक इट हैज गॉट एंड बिकम, और उसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी में शिफ्ट कितना आया. दिस विल help you to tell you about the target distance, target velocity. So इसीलिए एयर सर्वेलेंस में बहुत ही जरूरी है, because microwaves can penetrate even into clouds, so microwave frequency is very preferable. So air surveillance is the biggest application. वेपन एंड मिसाइल कंट्रोल आजकल ट्रैकिंग के लिए भी यूज कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज एनी फ्लाइट अननेसेसरली कमिंग इनटू द रीजन, इमीडिएटली वेपन्स आर लॉन्च्ड ऑटोमेटिक. कोई भी इंट्रूशन हुआ तो इमीडिएटली weapons are launched, missiles are launched. They're all automatic through what we call them as radars. ये radars altimeter में भी काम आती है. altimeter मतलब हाइट नापने में, knowing your height from the ground. So when a flight is landing, at what height it is from the ground is important. When to open the wheels, तो कितनी ऊंचाई पे जा रहे हैं हम लोग, वो ऊंचाई नापने के लिए भी रेडार यूज करते हैं. Even nowadays the speed control, you can find in highways many places speed limits are put. There are also some sort of an radar only. Ground movement measuring radars, surface movement measuring radars, ships को identify के लिए आजकल radars, how far the ship is and what distance the ship is at. So air surveillance, weapon and missile control, altimeter, precision approach का मतलब वही है, कितनी करीब हैं हम प्रिसिशन में. सरफेस मूवमेंट, वेलोसिटी मेजरमेंट्स, आजकल ये जो हाईवेज पे इंस्टॉल कर रहे हैं, स्पीड लिमिटर्स, ये सब इसी लॉजिक से हैं. वेदर फोरकास्ट रेडार्स, साइक्लोन फोरकास्टिंग, टेलिंग यू वेदर देयर इज ए फास्टली मूविंग विंड और स्लोली मूविंग विंड, हाउ फास्ट द विंड इज मूविंग, ये सब आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए. क्लाउड्स कितने घने हैं, how thick clouds you are getting, how dark clouds you are getting, are the clouds dangerously coming with water or are they coming without water. So ये सब जानने के लिए, weather forecast के लिए, clouds के लिए, identifying your clouds, identifying your weather, ground penetration radars. Ground penetration मतलब going signals, sending signals into the ground and knowing whether there is water inside or gold inside. सो ग्राउंड के अंदर इमेजिंग के लिए रिमोट सेंसिंग बोलते हैं इसे, रिमोट सेंसिंग इमेजिंग. इज देयर कोल इनसाइड, इज देयर गोल्ड इनसाइड. सो धरती के अंदर क्या है, इनसाइड द अर्थ व्हाट इज देयर, उसके लिए भी रेडार्स यूज करते हैं. आसमान में क्या है, रेडार्स यूज करते हैं. समुद्र में क्या है, रेडार्स यूज करते हैं. यू अंडरस्टैंड रेडार्स नाउ? सच ए वास्ट एप्लीकेशन, such a vast scenario. So radars help you to identify air surveillance, air traffic control, missile and weapons, defense. They help you even in ships and movement of ships. They help you in movement of vehicles. They help you in the movement of speed control of vehicles. They also help you in weather monitoring, movement of clouds, thickness of the clouds, water vapor in the clouds, and earth के अंदर, sending inside the earth. So these are the major applications, students. Have a look at them once. And if you want to copy down, you can copy down. But these are the major applications. Altimeter is knowing the height of the flight from the ground. Altitude find out करना, ये होती है altimeter. At what height the flight is running, that's altimeter. Surface movement, ships, vehicles, weather forecast, cloud and the water vapor in the cloud, ground penetration, imaging inside the earth, coal mines के लिए, gold mines के लिए. What are the types of radars we can identify? Radars की classification कैसे कर सकते हैं? We can identify radars as something which send a continuous sine wave, CW radars. As you can see here, we send a sine wave and get back a sine wave. This is what we call them as CW radars, where it can be a modulated sine wave or an unmodulated sine wave. That's what is CW FM if it is modulated sine wave. अनमॉड्यूलेटेड हो तो सिंपल CW radar. It can be frequency diversity, मतलब multiple frequencies. You don't send single frequency every time. 2-3 frequencies send करते रहते हैं, जैसे FM में. FM also is a band of frequencies. So we send sometimes multiple frequencies and check. That's what we call them as frequency diversity. Frequency diversity. So you may have a continuous wave of single frequency, 2-3 frequencies, or a modulated sine wave. Then comes a pulse radar, wherein we don't send a sine wave continuously, we send a periodic pulse to save a lot of energy. Because every time you should not expect a continuous sine wave to be sent in spite of no target also. वहाँ पे कुछ नहीं है और you're simply sending energy. So most often what we do is we send a pulse and the pulse echo will come back. That is what we call it as pulse radar. Typically used for moving target indicators, velocity measurements, distance measurements. So CW radar and pulse radar, that's what are the major things that you should be knowing. This is a combination of both. जो pulse हम send करते हैं, the pulse is a sine pulse. That is what we call it as pulse radar. Pulse, simple rectangular pulse. इसमें rectangular pulse नहीं, sine wave pulse send करते हैं. फिर wait for the echo, फिर send a sine wave, wait for the echo. That is what we'll be calling it as pulse Doppler. This is FM CW, frequency modulated continuous wave, where the frequency is continuously changing. So ये सब types of radars हैं. Simple continuous wave, frequency modulated, or it can be simple pulse, or it can be a pulse of sine wave, rectangular pulse, sine wave का pulse, फिर gap, फिर send करना. So watch out once again the types of radar, students. CW radar for pure velocity calculations, pulse radar for range calculations, pulse Doppler for range and velocity, and frequency modulated continuous wave radars. ये types हैं. Next, the first question. अब radars का पहला question. Microwaves क्यों? Why not radio frequency? Why not something else? Microwaves, especially because their penetration ability is very high. They can penetrate even into the clouds. They can penetrate even into buildings. अभी आप देखो, we are in a closed room. But are we not getting cell phone signal here? Closed rooms में भी cell phone signal आता है. Because it can penetrate between the windows, gaps of the windows. So microwave की जो खास बात है उसके scattering properties, उसकी penetration abilities, its ability to penetrate into clouds, ये उसकी सबसे बड़ी खास बात है. And second thing, its beam angle is very narrow, small beam angle. So beam angle narrow होने से the power of transmission is very high. So we can send a narrow pulse to the flight, get back the narrow echo again. लगभग वो लेजर जैसा सेंड करना और लेजर जैसा रिसीव करना, rather than a wide pulse, narrow pulse. Because beam width depends on wavelength, और माइक्रोवेव का wavelength बहुत ही छोटी है, सेंटीमीटर्स में है. So there's where the advantage comes, students. Microwaves have got high penetration ability into clouds, and they've got narrow beam angles, and when you send them into free space, scattering बहुत कम होती है. Whereas when they come into a closed room, their spreading is high. From small gaps, the dispersion is very high. Whereas when you send them into free space, scattering is very less. Microwaves are ideal choice, that's why. So microwaves are a very good choice. So microwave advantages, please have a look at them. Look at the advantages of microwave or why we use microwave. Two major reasons. Next comes what is a duplexer, one of the most important component. A duplexer is just nothing but a microwave component. A microwave component which is majorly meant for connecting the high power transmitter and the low power receiver to the same antenna without overlapping. So duplexer is a microwave component which connects the high power transmitter and low power transmitter to the same common antenna without overlapping, mix up हुए बिना. So ये जो extremely ज़्यादा पावर हैं, हाई पावर हैं, और ये जो कमज़ोर पावर हैं, जो एको हैं, एको जो रिसीव हो रही है ना और ये ट्रांसमिट कर रहे हैं ना, ये एंटेना तो कॉमन होती है. द कॉमन एंटेना शुड नॉट मिक्स अप दिस टू. ये दोनों ओवरलैप नहीं होना चाहिए. दैट्स कॉल्ड एज डुप्लेक्सर. सो इट अलाउस टू सिग्नल्स टू बी कनेक्टेड टू द सेम कॉमन सर्क्यूट विदाउट इंटरफेरेंस. दो अलग अलग सिग्नल्स एक ही सर्क्यूट पे कनेक्टेड हैं बट दे नॉट हैविंग इंटरफेरेंस. एंड वेयर इज इट फाउंड? It is found in antennas of radars to isolate the high power transmitter from low power receiver. This is what a duplexer is. और टिपिकली ये डुप्लेक्सर एक मैजिक टी होती है जिसके पोर्ट्स ऐसे कनेक्टेड हैं कि दे डोंट इंटरफियर विथ ईच अदर. सो टिपिकल डुप्लेक्सर इज नथिंग बट ए मैजिक टी लाइक दिस, जिसके 4 पोर्ट्स इनपुट और आउटपुट को कनेक्टेड हैं and then they're perfectly isolated. Forward power is isolated from backward power. Transmitting power is isolated from receiving power. This is called as magic tea. Just nothing but magic tea. Chalo, so I hope you are clear with this, students. What is a duplexer? A duplexer is a microwave component to isolate high power and low power. Forward power and received power isolate करने के लिए. Next, what is a conventional Doppler radar? A simple weather monitoring radar. You can see this ball-like placement in most of the coastal places. ये weather monitoring के लिए हैं. They monitor the velocity of this cloud and they say whether the cyclone is dangerous or not. How fast the cyclone is coming और कब तक ये coast को पार करेगा. So conventional Doppler radar is nothing but something which sends a sine wave, and this received echo frequency shift, उसकी जो frequency shift होती है ना, that tells you about the velocity of the raindrops. This is the cloud. Just assume it to be water vapor. ये हमारी forward transmitted power है, ये हमारी reflected power है. See that its frequency is different. ये shift in frequency tells you about the velocity. Is your cloud moving away from you or is your cloud coming towards you? So cloud का movement के बारे में बताती है हमें कि is it moving away or moving towards you, which depends on the shift being positive or shift being negative. Doppler shift हमारी sending frequencies ज़्यादा हैं या कम हैं. That is the principle. That is the principle of understanding of Doppler radar. What is an MTA radar? Moving target indicator. Almost the same. Almost the same as the conventional Doppler radar, but exclusively for knowing the velocity of an object when there is lot of stationary objects. When you talk of a cloud के आसपास कोई stationary objects नहीं होते हैं. But when you talk of a ship is moving, the entire clutter बोलते हैं उसे, समुंदर, ये पूरा stationary है. Ship is moving. Reflections will come from the conducting water also. Reflections will come from the ship also. How do you identify the ship from the clutter, from the stationary objects? That is MTA radar. So MTA radar is only for moving target indicator. It is designed to identify only moving objects from a vast clutter or non-moving objects. Look at clouds, जो ज़्यादा movement में नहीं है. मान लीजिए clouds are static, flight is moving. तो जो छोटी सी flight move हो रही है clouds के बीच में, how do you identify it? That is MTA radar. So it also no doubt uses Doppler shift of frequency. इसका भी principle same है. But MTA radar is designed to have some extra circuitry, some extra components, delay line cancellers, and such things, ताकि स्टेशनरी क्लटर, स्टेशनरी ऑब्जेक्ट्स के बीच में मूविंग ऑब्जेक्ट्स कैन बी आइडेंटिफाइड. So this is the major difference between Doppler radar and your MDA radar. In Doppler radar, it is designed only to identify moving objects, clouds, and identify the climate, weather, and that too with the shift of Doppler frequency. In the MDA radar, it is to identify moving targets, moving objects among a ocean of stationary objects. Stationary objects से distinguish करने के लिए by nothing but intercorrelating the pulses. पिछले pulse, next pulse, पिछले pulse, next pulse. The previous and the next, they correlate. The difference will tell you the moving target. That's called as MDA radar. So MDA radar heavily works on the principle of correlation. Many people ask me, sir, what is correlation? Sir, what is the importance of correlation in communications? Exactly, that's what it is. Correlation is a measure of similarity from the previous image to the next image, and it will tell you whether there is a moving target or not. What are radar power sources? What are the most typical radar power sources? Klystrons, reflex klystrons, microwave amplifiers. So microwave amplifiers, klystrons, reflex klystrons, ये typical radar power sources हैं, because they are the power amplifiers or microwave frequencies. So कुछ vacuum tubes होते हैं radars के लिए, microwave vacuum tubes. They are the major power sources. So klystrons and reflex klystrons are microwave vacuum tubes, power amplifiers using the principle of cavity resonance, oscillations. So microwave के अंदर oscillations produce करके getting a amplified output. That's what is a klystron is. Reflex klystron is a modification where stability is important. ये सब microwave में discuss करेंगे. Surely we'll discuss in microwave components. So reflex klystron is what you say when you need stability, accuracy of measurement, reflex klystron. So klystrons and reflex klystrons are the major components of power. मान लीजिए लगभग एक power amplifiers हैं, मान लीजिए ये tuned amplifiers हैं, resonance के principle पे tuned amplifier हैं, बस tuned circuit की जगह पे vacuum tube होती है. In the place of a tuned LC circuit, you have a vacuum tube. You have a waveguide. After all, waveguide is also something you can use at resonance. So that is radar power sources. So that's all from my side, students, about radars. So again, look at what are radar power sources, klystrons and reflex klystrons. What is the MDA radar? Used to identify moving targets from stationary clutter. What is a Doppler shift radar? Used for identifying moving objects, velocity calculations. And of course, what is a duplexer? Duplexer is a microwave component. So एक idea, overview idea है radars के बारे में. What all ISRO needs, what are the needs of ISRO exam, I just tried to convey through this video. So the next class, stay tuned, students. I'll be coming with microwave, EMT, analog, multiple subjects, just with an ISRO viewpoint, how the interview questions can be there. What level ISRO will be going. Because don't expect interviewers and examiners to be very harsh with you. बहुत ही casual, very simple interview, testing your ideas, knowledge. So thanks all of you, students. Part 3, ISRO guidance ends with this. Thanks a lot for following me. See you in the next class with the next subject, ISRO guidance part 4. Thank you, students. Thank you.